Hello, thanks for joining me. It's time to see what the weather's got in store for this week and an outlook for the end of the month as well. Now in the short term, it's looking pleasantly warm over the next few days. Not completely dry, but predominantly dry conditions across most of the UK. The forecast for Monday shows initially fairly cloudy skies, a bit of damp weather in the north, but come the afternoon, I think the skies will turn much brighter, if not sunny, across many parts of England and Wales at least, but it will be quite breezy, particularly in the south. Temperatures around 19 in Glasgow. We should reach just about the mid-20s, I think, around East Anglia and the southeast. Now this small weather system pulls away towards the east and allows a ridge of high pressure to build in its place by Tuesday. Now high pressure, or a ridge of high pressure, is sinking air. It generally means settled and dry conditions, but just on the edge, more of a breeze from the north and a couple of showers there around Norfolk and Suffolk. But a pleasant enough day with highs up to about 20 in Belfast. Not far off that around Merseyside. London and the southeast will be a little bit warmer into the low 20s. The ridge of high pressure is still with us on Wednesday. You can see that's a bump there in the high, but a trough is approaching with an area of low pressure, and that means thickening cloud and outbreaks of rain. Very slow moving though, so that means that the bulk of the day on Wednesday is still looking fine. In fact, beautiful conditions, I think, along the North Sea coast and in the south. Out towards the southwest, you can see that thickening cloud and outbreaks of rain, at this stage at least, reaching Ireland. So a fine day midweek. Thursday looking different. That weather front will be right over us, and I think at one point or another most of us will need our brollies. You can see the high pressure by this stage has slipped into more central parts of the continent. So here it is then on Thursday, low pressure to the north just above my head, thick cloud, outbreaks of rain, heaviest of which out in the west and the north. So I think East Anglia and the southeast probably getting the least amount of rainfall, and some areas actually may stay dry for most of the day. Temperatures about 20 or so, whether you're north or south. That weather front then moves to the east once again, and behind it another weak ridge of high pressure builds, so that means the weather will be settling. So here it is early in the morning, still some rain I think around across East Anglia and the southeast, but with the high pressure building only just, it should be a fine day. However, a few showers are possible end of the week. Temperatures about 23 to 4 degrees in the south, high teens expected in the north. So that is the week. It's looking broadly fine for most of us. If we look at the forecast beyond that, so beyond Friday into the weekend and into next week, it does look as though things really are settling down. Look at these weather icons indicating dry conditions and warm weather too. And the reason for that is because the computer models are now pointing to high pressure becoming more dominant across our part of the world towards the end of the month. So high pressure means settled, warm weather, and it's an extensive Azores high that will be building across this part of the world, and the chances are it'll anchor itself across the UK and give us more prolonged spells of fine weather. So what does that mean then for many of us? If you have any plans towards the end of the month and into August, high pressure will be more dominant, the weather will be more reliable, so the rainy days will be less frequent, and as a result we'll see warmer weather developing too. Bye-bye.